Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. This week on General Hospital, Nicholas vanished once again, but this time he wasn't alone. Nina rushed to Sunny's help, even if he didn't want it, and once again lost Willow. And oh boy, Nina's going to fight back, and hard, with the recent turn of events. Let's get to examining what went down in Port Charles. While Esm was busy getting probation in court, Spencer was handing up his baby brother Ace to Nicholas. I was astonished he'd so casually hand over the brother he pledged to protect above all else for months now, but in his mind, he must think Ace is better off far away from Esm if she has her memory back, as he thinks she does. This twist, nevertheless, guarantees Nicholas will be back sooner rather than later. Though had he met his mother, Laura could have informed him what Alexis told her, the case against him would probably have fell apart, because Esm had no memory, and there is no hard evidence other than what Liz alleged. And while Esm does get her memories back, she likely can't risk exposing that by testifying against him, since she'll too likely go to jail and Nicholas will wind up with Ace in the end. I only hope when Nicholas does return, it's not with that SOR-est infant Ace. That baby is lovely. Esm going to Cyrus for support was the last person I expected she'd go to. But then she outdid it by going to Ava of all people. Even though she remembers, I still feel horrible for Esma. Plus, I genuinely do think she's torn between who she was and who she became. She had the icy old Esma tone with Spencer, but the gentler new one with Cyrus and Esma. And even though Spencer begged his grandma not to, she did the right thing and phoned Dante. Esm and Spencer had to learn a baby just can't vanish without others asking questions, and Spencer very definitely should be charged as an accessory in the boys' kidnapping, but that would put a damper on Paris, wouldn't it? So we know he won't. Then again, what will Trina think of what Spencer did? Last week I honestly didn't think Dex would kill Cyrus as Sunny asked him to, but it looks he was poised to take that step until Sunny stopped him at the last minute. I never believed Dex would have that cold killer side in him, but now he's 100% proven himself to Sunny, at least until Sunny finds out at some point about Michael recruiting Dex to work against him, or when Jason returns and Dex is demoted. Nina using strings to get Cyrus his own show to promote the word of the Lord. Oh brother. Then again, I could absolutely picture praising the Lord with Cyrus and Haviland being a home and heart show, one in which they make tons of money from donations. Carly and Drew ultimately learned Michael knew the truth about Nina, and of course it was Nana herself who dropped the bomb, right in front of Willow. Once again, not a wise move, Nina. Will she ever learn? Willow lashed out at Nina, stating she was exactly as bad as Carly thought she was, a phrase I wish Willow would retire because it always makes it like she lets Carly do all her thinking for her. One day maybe Willow will discover Carly is not the great mother she has made her out to be. I can't wait for the day that Carly maybe even turns on Willow for whatever reason. While Carly readily forgiven Michael, he is her son after all, Willow at least has not and has her eyes partially open to him. She's starting to discover Michael has a dominating side and a vengeful one too. Keep your one eye open, Willow. Oh, who am I kidding, she'll forgive him soon enough most certainly. Drew also let Carly know, as furious as he is at Michael, that they'll work through this. Once again, Michael gets absolved by practically everyone. However, Drew was determined on having Nina pay. In an earlier draft of my piece, I gave Carly praise for telling Michael and Drew to forget about Nina and put her behind them, and it was time to move forward. She had spoken to them and Sam about how Bobby's death had altered her. Unfortunately, the adjustment lasted about as long as the new Carly who came home from Jacksonville did. The moment she was given the opportunity to strike back at Nina, she took it. Drew removed Nana from Crimson and replaced her with Carly as editor-in-chief. Nina was right to claim she made Crimson, so do they think Carly can just come in and somehow keep everyone loyal to Nina? Even Nana had that problem at the hotel, so Carly should too. Yes, Nana stepped in and learned how to run the hotel, but she bumbled at first, and she came in being a competent entrepreneur. Fashion is a different shark. Carly has no history with any of the contacts she needs to have to manage this magazine, and what makes her and Drew think they'll work with a novice in the industry. Here is hope Nina puts up a rival magazine and brings everyone with her. Unfortunately for viewers sick of Carly and Mayna's squabbling, it appears we aren't going to see the end of it anytime soon, until Nina decides to walk away from the whole lot of them. Yeah, that's unlikely. Sam and Carly sat down to chat about Dark Drew on Friday, and how Pentonville has altered him. Many viewers have noted 2 years and daily beatings in a Greek prison didn't change him. But there is simply something about Pentonville that nobody leaves there the same person as they went in. If this new angry Drew is supposed to make him more intriguing, it's not working for me. This also potentially build up Carly's going back to Jason when he arrives, as Drew continues to darken. Drew's drive for revenge could also be what leads to Willow opening her eyes more to all these people she perceives as perfect. Oh, and I enjoyed Nina urging Drew to take some accountability of his own, since he chose to go to Pentonville to protect Carly, placing her above Scout. Truth. Plus, Carly, Drew, and all of them need to quit what we did wasn't really that bad, and the SEC wouldn't know known if not for Nina, whose tattling was far worse than the crime we committed line. So many of these folks are about holding others accountable, but not when it comes to themselves and their behavior. Liz and Finn are coming closer to figuring out that Muldoon appears to have known he had cancer and chose to hide it. And this story is still a snooze, just like Fizzle. Christina was right to bring up how Blaze pushed away from her, and that it hurt. Blaze didn't even aware she had done it, as she's so instinctively used to concealing her identity. But for Christina to just decide, yeah, I got a lot going on, maybe a kid in the oven, so this just isn't going to work, was the old cut and run Christina. What happened to growing up? Maturing? Fortunately, she didn't cut and run. She was prepared to give Blaze a second go when she returned. Please don't destroy this relationship, GH writers. They are a bit of the only happiness on the show lately. Jordan's gaining a lead on Curtis Shooter and then getting kidnapped by the Men in Black was a rather exciting twist in what's previously been a dull side plot. Do we dare to hope Jordan gets a decent tale finally? I think we all anticipated Adam's overdose coming, and still it's not making this tale any less compelling. It's just downright heartbreaking that a child's parents could be so fixated on perfection at the expense of loving their child wholeheartedly. And after seeing Adam's father on Friday, he is definitely as awful as Adam said he was. Plus, where in the hell is his mother? Is she on a cruise and can't be bothered? We could use a lot more happiness right now. Time for more Cody, Sasha, Brooklyn, and Chase. Fortunately, the latter are back from Monday's previews. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.